Center here in West Mobile. We're with our good friend April. She's a dietitian here at Rouse's. And when you think of brownies, you don't typically think of it's okay to eat, but today we're talking brownies and I'm excited.
Right, yes. We're going to make, I call them back to school brownies. We're going to make them because we're in that time, and we're going to make something healthy that we can eat and enjoy, and it's going to be less calories and less fat.
So excited about this. Now, we were talking about it earlier. Each brownie is about 100 calories.
Yes.
That is crazy compared to what an average brownie looks like.
Yes, and it's a good size brownie. One pan's going to make about 9 brownies.
Yeah.
And so it's a pretty generous portion. Just because you make something healthy, that doesn't mean you can eat the whole pan.
Right.
You still have to watch your portions.
Yes. It's all about portions.
Yes,
now, what makes these a little bit better is the ingredients that you've used to kind of substitute.
Yes.
So I want to talk about some of these.
Right.
Some of these ingredients I've never even heard of before, but you guys sell them right here at Rouse's?
Yeah, so we have all these ingredients at Rouse's, and there's some really great kind of unique ingredients, but they're very versatile at the same time. So we have the Brummel and Brown's yogurt butter, which is great on toast, but it's also good in baking. So you can definitely use that. We're going to be using 2 tablespoons of that. And then we're substituting, because typically a brownie recipe, when you make it from scratch, is going to call for a lot of butter and a lot of sugar. So those are like your biggest ingredients in there. So we're replacing that with Greek yogurt. This is a plain Greek yogurt. And what's good about Greek yogurt is the plain one, you can use that in a lot of different things too. You can substitute it like in salad dressings and some other mayonnaise. Yes, definitely. Dips and everything. So this is a great one you can substitute for butter. So I'm still using a little bit of the butter flavor by using the yogurt butter, but I'm using a substitute of the plain yogurt as well.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah, and then we're going to use our vanilla. There is a good amount of vanilla in it, but we're also going to use a sugar substitute called Swerve. Have you ever heard of this before?
I've never heard of this, but you've used this, and there's a couple different kinds that you guys sell.
Yes. So we sell the granular. We also have a confectioner's and a brown sugar, which is great for baking especially, but you can also use this cup for cup. You measure it like sugar. You can use it in your coffee or whatnot. And so it's made from erythritol. And
Got to talk about the chocolate.
And the chocolate. So we're going to use Hershey's cocoa. I like to use a good, strong, like nice flavored chocolate, because that's the sort of the showstopper.
It's the heart of it all.
Yes. So we're going to use the Hershey's, and we're not replacing all of the sugar with Swerve, just half of it. So I still kind of want a little bit of sugar in it, just so that it doesn't taste completely different from a regular brownie. I want it to taste, similar, but we are cutting it down.
And that's what it's all about. With a lot of your recipes, you don't completely just replace it. It's all about just cutting it in half or a little bit.
Yes, because we definitely want it to have a similar quality to what we're used to, and we're just going to kind of lighten it up, make it a little bit more healthier. And then we have flour. Now I'm using all-purpose flour, but you can definitely, if you're used to using like almond flour or different flour, you can definitely substitute it. But for today's purpose, we're just going to use the all-purpose flour.
That's right. And as you can see on our apron, we are eating right with Rouse's with dietitian April here. So excited for you guys to try it. I've already tried one, and they are super good. So stay tuned to see how we all mix it up and how it turns out.
Yes.
Welcome back here with dietitian April. We have our beautiful live audience. Something that I love is we have, a lot of people come in, but a lot of the same people that we know and love here at Rouse's. Your daughter is also with us.
Yes, she's a special guest in the audience today.
And I'm sure she gives 2 thumbs up for the brownies here.
Oh yes,
They're so good.
Yeah. She loves a lot of these things. We cook them lighter, and they're still kid friendly.
Yeah.
So that's the great thing about it. And when you can get a kid to approve something that's lighter, you know it tastes good, right?
Right. And we just talked about the yogurt butter. She just looked over and asked, do we use yogurt butter at the house?
Yes.
You always have.
Yep. That's what we use at home. We use the yogurt butter.
The good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So are you ready to get started mixing?
Let's get to mixing.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so what we're going to use 2 eggs, and we're just going to start beating those eggs in this bowl. So if you want to take over, I'll start pouring the ingredients in. So you're the master mixer.
Oh, I like that title.
And then while you're mixing, we're gonna add all of our wet ingredients. So we're gonna put that yogurt butter in there. You're gonna see that it blends right in. It's just gonna start to break down and blend right in.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna use our yogurt, our plain yogurt. So it's about half cup of plain yogurt. And we're also going to use 3 teaspoons of our good smelling vanilla.
Vanilla just changes everything for the better, I feel like.
Oh yeah, definitely. So right now it just looks like a plain, egg mixture, and then we're going to start to add in our swerve. So our swerve is a half cup of swerve. So we basically replaced a half of the sugar with swerve. So we're cutting those calories down, and then the other half is going to be our regular sugar. Okay, so it's a half cup of swerve and a half cup of regular sugar.
Right.
And then we're going to put in our chocolate, which we love. This is what's going to give it that signature flavor. I like to use a good Hershey's chocolate, which we have here at Rouse's, and so you could just smell the delicious flavor coming off of it. And you're doing a really good job.
Oh, my arm is hurting a little bit. Getting a little bicep, tricep workout in right now.
Look, it's called kitchen aerobics. That's what I call it. So so you can actually, you can mix and, get your workout.
I'm breaking a sweat over here.
Yeah, and you can also splash some flour on you and just make sure everybody knows that you cooked from scratch.
Photo.
Yes, definitely. And so a lot of people, whenever they say, "Oh, I'm going to cook something from scratch," they think it's going to be hard, but it's really not. A lot of these things are things that you can find at home. They're simple things you can grab at the store, and it's not really hard work. I mean, you see, we're just mixing it together, right?
That's what you do. And it's fun for the kids because, like you do a lot, you build, your recipes. Fun for the kids to see at home. A bunch of different ingredients all come together to make some yummy brownies.
Right, exactly. And now this is optional. I'm just going to throw a little pinch of salt. Not a lot, just a pinch, because it's going to bring out that flavor. So whenever you have something real sweet, if you put a little pinch of salt in it, it'll bring out that sweet flavor as well.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I love that. So real quick, I want to talk about eat right with Rouse's while I'm sweating over here. You guys just really help us truly eat right. And it's easy. It's so easy to do it because of y'all.
It's so easy, yes. So we have so many resources. We want our customers to be able to find ways to shop healthy.
Right.
So we have on our website, we have our Eat Right with Rouse's section on the website, which has all types of sources, and if you haven't looked at it in a while, please check it out because we have added a lot on there. We have grocery lists on there. We have low carb shopping if you're looking to do that. We have low sodium shopping tips if you're looking for that too. We also have like goal setting forms and just different things, whatever, to help you. Is 5 steps to eating right and just to help our customers. But not only that, but when you walk down the aisles of the store, you'll see little signs that say Eat Right with Rouse's, just like this logo right here. And it's little signs, and it means that item's dietitian approved. So a lot of these things that we're using today are actually, will have that sign on it as well.
That's right. So you guys make it really easy for us. There's no excuse for us at home because we have a local Rouse's almost at every corner. And walking down the aisles, you can choose better options like the yogurt butter, for instance.
Oh yes, definitely. And also our keto friends that are looking for keto friendly items, we just started tagging those as well in the stores, so you can walk down the aisles and look for the keto friendly items too.
Sounds good. Well, when we come back, we're going to throw these brownies in the oven. Joe's going to get to try them. I've already snuck 1 or 2 in, and they're so good. So really excited about that. Stay with us to see how they turn out.
Welcome back into Rouse's. Cooking with Chef April, the dietitian today. So you're making a sweet treat, but we're trying to do so in a way that's significantly more healthy than what you would experience with a typical brownie.
Yes, definitely. We are lightening it up. So what we're going to do is we use our yogurt butter. And we just use 2 tablespoons of that just to have that butter flavor in there.
So that's called Brummel and Brown. You guys have talked about this before on the show. Great product.
Great product. We have it here at Rouse's. And then we also use the Greek God's plain yogurt. You can use any plain yogurt that you would like, Greek yogurt, and that's going to add sort of that buttery texture, and that it's just going to make it more of that consistency that we're used to without all of the calories. And so you can actually use that in a lot of different things.
And then you use Swerve.
We use Swerve, that's right, yes. So we're going to be replacing half of the sugar with the Swerve.
Okay.
So that's going to lighten it up, lower the calories. So each brownie is only 99 calories.
Wow.
So yeah, so it's pretty amazing. Just those simple little things, you know, just replacing a lot of all that butter and all the sugar, then you can make it a little bit lighter.
And it's going to taste great too. I can't wait to try one out right now. So is there any baking difference when you put this in the oven? Does it bake any longer? Is it pretty much the same as just your typical brownie?
It bakes about the same as a typical brownie. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't really notice all the substitutes. We didn't completely take everything out of it. We just made a couple of substitutions and just lightened it up. So yeah, so it's Joe approved.
It's going to be gone very, very quickly here. I do need to talk for a little bit though. Hey, so when people want to look at Rouse's and the ways that they can help them provide healthy options, where should they go to find that sort of stuff?
They can go to rouses.com, and on there we have so many different resources. We also have a Facebook page that we update quite frequently where we have events going on as well. So as far as events, you can come to things like this. I do these cooking classes with y'all for Eat Right, and then we also have Chef Nino and Chef Sally, and then not only that, but we have all the recipes on there as well. But you can definitely click on our website, Eat Right. We have all these different resources for our customers. If they're looking to shop healthy, we have we're the go-to site.
All right, well, it would be rude if I didn't share these with the audience. Y'all ready to try these brownies out? All right, sounds good. I'm going to keep eating. Thanks for joining us here at Rouse's. Chef April, great to see you as always.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.